Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Happy Friday. Today for our video, we're going to make a card, and it's a simple card, but it's so cute because of the way that the designer series paper is cut on the front. So today we're going to be using a couple of stamp sets that are in the annual catalog, and one of them is called Love for You. This stamp set is a photopolymer set, has 20 stamps in it, and has matching dies. Okay, so I'm going to use the coordinating dies, and also I'm going to be using Something Fancy dies. I'm just going to be using one of those dies, and Something Fancy saying for the inside of the card. Okay, so simple, and let's get started. Okay, so this will be a short video because I think it's a really simple card. So I'm going to use a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, and I had this in my stash, so it's already folded. Huh, how could be simpler than that? Okay, so there's our card base. This is the designer series paper I'm going to use, and this is Countryside Inn. Okay, so you're going to see both sides of the designer series paper. It's important the way you cut it because how you want your card to lay. You don't want your fox and your little foxes to be running sideways, right? So you want them to be going this way. So the first thing I have here is just under 4 and just under 5 1/4. Okay, so I am just going to trim this on my paper trimmer from corner to corner. Okay, so I'm going to go corner to corner. I'm going to be really accurate. Okay, so I'm going to go corner to corner. Okay, and then this is the kind of tricky part. You're going to keep it together, right? And you're going to go corner to corner again. So don't let that come apart where you just cut it. Okay, so now you have 4 quadrants, and they're cut on angles. Okay, so I'm going to keep them in order. Try to keep them in order like that. Okay, so I have this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Okay, now you're going to take your paper, your base, so you can have that ready. And we're going to put adhesive on the back of these. Now, to make this really cute, I'm going to flip these. All right, so you could flip them. You could either flip these or flip these. All right, so we're going to do that. So let's talk a little bit about adhesive. I had a question recently about Stampin' Plus and Stampin' Seal Plus, sorry. And what is the difference? Okay, first of all, they use the same case. That's kind of convenient, right? So if you have a Stampin' Seal and you want to buy a refill of Stampin' Seal Plus, you can feasibly switch those out. You don't need to buy another whole case unless you want to, okay? The second thing is Stampin' Seal Plus is super, I call it super tape. It's much stickier, and it comes apart in little, I don't know how to explain it. It just comes apart. It's got little tears in it. Okay, so you don't need as much, and as long as you don't press too hard, okay, you're going to get, you just want to press lightly. I don't know if you can see, but there's like little lines in that, and it's breaking for you, okay? So I don't know why I don't use it more, because I really like it, okay? So I'm going to place this close to the bottom. Okay, with a little white edge. And then I'm going to do the top half. So can you see I'm kind of pulling it? And that's actually breaking those little increments. See, and I went really soft and gentle with the push. Okay, so remember that. You don't need to push really hard because it could tear your cardstock. Go gentle, and you get a lot of mileage out of this, right? Because it's super sticky. Look at that. So easy and so cute. Just remember to give it a flip. Okay. And there we go. So your white edge shows, through. And then you have that white edge. All right. Now I'm going to, as I said, I was going to use one die from Something Fancy. And this is the die I used. and I cut out a white piece of cardstock. And this is just basic white cardstock, not thick, just simple white cardstock. Okay? Do a little stamping on that. And I'm going to be using 3 of the in colors. Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, and Moody Mauve. That's funny, Wild West. That'd be kind of a cute name, actually. Now I'm going to be using my Love For You stamps. Okay, so I'm going to mount some of these stamps on here. Actually, I'm going to mount this one on here twice, like that. Okay, so I need a piece of white cardstock. And it would be nice if I had a piece of white cardstock handy. Why didn't I bring a piece over? Oh, I don't need it. I'm going to stamp right on here. Hello. Moody Mauve. Okay. Wild Wheat. And Boho Blue. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to stamp some different flowers on here. So first thing I'm going to do is Moody Mauve. Stamp off. That's dark. Okay. I'm going to stamp another one down here. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do Moody Mauve full strength. Okay, so that's kind of it's a 2-step stamp. And what it does is it fills in, it sort of makes like a spider flower or spider, I don't know. Is there such a flower? I don't know. I think so. My mother-in-law used to have, she had a green thumb and she would take flowers that were almost dead and she would either plant them or keep them in her house and they would be beautiful. Me, I can't grow anything. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp a couple of these. Same thing, I'm going to stamp on, ink up, stamp off, just like that. And then I'm going to come back and go full steam with it. And the cool thing about photopolymer stamps is that you can see what you're stamping. I don't know if I did that right though, but you can see if your stamp's inked up. Okay, and then I want to stamp a few leaves. And I know Wild Wheat is not green, but look, if you use it, it kind of looks green. So now, see how dark that is. This also has a 2-step stamp to it. See, it kind of looks green. It's actually wheat, but look, next to these colors, it kind of looks green. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the inside. And look what that does. It just makes it pop. Okay. It also needs a little something on the centers. Ooh, that's a little heart. I thought that was the center of the flower. That was actually a heart. Okay, I think I'm done. I will clean all these stamps. I never put my stamps away dirty. Don't put your stamps away dirty. Always keep your stamps clean. Okay, now I'll close these real quick. And did you notice that I used some of these stickers on the fronts? I used them right here. So when you have your stamp pad open, you can see right there the name of the stamp pad. And you can really tell what color you're stamping with. Okay, so I have cut out ahead of time the dies from Love For You, and it says For You, okay? And I cut these out on, I have sticker paper on the back. So I just cut this out of white cardstock, but it has the adhesive sheets on the back. So this is going to make assembly really quick and easy. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is poke out these little centers to these flowers. I mean, to these words. Man, Trevis, say what you mean. Sometimes when I'm working, I can't talk and think at the same time. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this to my card. I have to decide which way I want it. I think I want it this way, actually. Okay. And then for you, wow, I could have put more flowers on there, actually. Probably should have. You know what I could do? I could actually sponge some color on here and make this pop better. Let me get an old sponge. I have some old sponges right here. My blending brushes are over there, so I'm just going to use this. And I think I'm going to use boho blue. Okay. So I am going to sponge some color right onto this white cardstock and actually make it pop a little bit. So if you're using white cardstock and you decide you wish you had used a color, just add some color with your sponge or your blending brush or your sponge dauber. Okay? I think I'm going to like this better. Look, I didn't even get hardly any ink on my hands. I can't believe it. Okay, now I have to lift this off. Oh yes, that's exactly what it needed. White just didn't cut it. I thought white would look better, but now after I started, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that stark white for those words. There we go. Much better. Okay, so there is the front of my card. And then on the inside, I'm thinking of, it's kind of a funny saying, actually. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Pretty stinking cute. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm hardly ever late with birthday cards, but if I am, that's perfect. And again, I'm going to go ahead and use boho blue. Remember, this is a red rubber stamp, so you want to try not to get the edge in the ink pad. And by stamping that very gently, you will accomplish that. Yes. Okay, so there is my card today. And I could add some embellishments, but, you know, it has a lot going on, and I think I like it just the way it is. So for you, and I didn't forget your birthday, I'm just stretching out the celebration. Hope you enjoyed this today. And remember, you could do this technique with Christmas paper, you know, Halloween paper, any kind of paper. It'd be so cute. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. My name's Trevis Bossler. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Bye.